In the past few months, I've been working on installing a subfloor, running boards, a roof rack and bunk windows. Today, we're cutting more holes and install a Maxxair van. These vans don't just usher in a refreshing breeze to cool your van, they also minimize condensation, eliminate odors and offer a host of other benefits. For this project, I chose the MaxxFan Delux by Maxxair. The MaxxFan Delux needs a 14 by 14 inch hole in the roof. I used the roof receiving flange as a guide to make my cardboard template. To keep those tiny metal bits from getting all over the floor, I put down a plastic sheet on the inside part of the roof. Before leaning my ladder against the van's metal wall, I wrapped some soft fabric around the points of contact for added protection. I placed my cutting template on the roof and made sure I measured again and again and again to avoid the cutting mistake I did with my first bunk window. Check out this video here. Then I traced my template with a permanent marker. To protect the roof and avoid any potential scrapes or dings, I put down some masking tape around the metal area where I was going to make the cut. First, I drilled a couple of pallet holes. Then, I took my jigsaw and carefully cut out the van's shape, making sure to follow the tracing line I'd marked. To keep the metal from shaking too much and to stop the cutout piece from falling into the hole, I slid a piece of cardboard onto the part I already cut. To double check that the hole was the right size, I measured it again and then fit the roof receiving flange into the opening to make sure it lined up. Turns out the hole was just a tad too small this time, so I just had to shave off a little bit from one corner to make it fit right. Once I took off the masking tape, I cleaned up the area around the hole and used sandpaper to smooth out any rough metal edges. To protect the newly exposed metal, I applied a coat of Rust-Oleum protective enamel and let it dry overnight. After doing some more cleaning around the hole, I placed the roof receiving flange into the roof opening. I traced a line around its outer edge to mark exactly where the seal should go. I laid down some Butyl seal tape inside the area I traced on the roof, making sure to close any gaps that could let water in. Since there were roof ribs right next to the flange, I used enough Butyl tape to ensure that the flange would sit flat. After that, I screwed the roof receiving flange into place on the roof. Then I trimmed away the excess Butyl tape sticking out. To finish up, I spread a layer of self-leveling lab sealant around the edge of the roof flange and over the screw heads, making sure everything was well sealed. I double-checked to make sure the 4 metal mounting clips were properly aligned and securely in place on the roof receiving flange. With the MaxxFan opened up, its exhaust and intake louvers facing the rear of the vehicle and the power wires positioned to slide into the vehicle's interior, I carefully lowered the MaxxFan onto the roof receiving flange. In the final step, I made sure the MaxxFan was fully seated onto the roof receiving flange. Then I secured it in place using the 4 provided stainless steel screws. Stay tuned for our upcoming video where we'll take you through the process of installing a fold-away seat. Click the subscribe button so you don't miss it, and then head over to this video to learn more about van conversions. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.